Today we have a Target haul of planners, and I have never done a Target haul, so super excited to share these planners with you and talk more about how to get into Target if that's something you would like to do with your planners. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Pretty Fabulous, and I help online businesses create pretty pages like notebooks, planners, wedding invitations, and calligraphy. So if this sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I do unboxings on Saturday. So today's kind of a hybrid. I am doing an unboxing of a Target haul, and I'm mostly though just talking about how you can get yourself into Target or really any retailer. So let's just talk about what you need to be pricing your products at. So the first step is to look at the competition and what are they pricing their products at. So if you want to be in, say, Neiman Marcus, where a Coach planner goes for $330, you are welcome to price your thing right around there or somewhere close or $100. That's completely fine. However, if you'd like to take that same planner and put it into Target or Walmart, that's not going to work. And I don't think anyone's going to buy it because that's not their target market. And even then, they probably won't approve you as a supplier. So really think about where your price point is in the market and then only go after retailers that match that price point. So an alternative to this, though, is even if you have a $350 planner, you can make a scaled down version that is, say, $20 for a retailer like Target. And even then, if we're specifically talking about Target, most of the planners there retail for around $10. So that is the price point that you are going after. And yes, you will have to order in bulk. This can't be a print on demand. You have to have a gazillion shipments ready to go. The best part is, or the most optimal solution sometimes is Office Depot and Staples will sometimes partner with planner creators and actually do a lot of the manufacturing and help with the design. And it's more of a collaboration rather than a supplier relationship. So there are different ways that you can work these deals out. Now, after you figure out your pricing or whether you want to offer a scaled down version or upscale version, depending on which retailer you're going with, the second thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you are able to adhere to all of their vendor guidelines. They usually have a code of conduct. They definitely do want you to showcase and express the same values or conservative values, or maybe none at all, that they do on your public front wherever you are posting items or newsletters that you're sending out. So why is this important? Every time a vendor, a supplier, is associated with a retailer, it reflects upon that actual retailer. And you'll hear a lot of times where big box retailers will stop carrying XYZ product because of some bad press they received or some backlash or something weird that they've said in the media. And so you just want to make sure that you take your social media feed, your newsletter, your website, everything, and just make it squeaky clean. There's no reason you cannot personally express yourself. However, I would caution that it's really easy for people to figure out who you are, right? So even if you have a company that is, I don't know, Perfect Planner Company, and it doesn't really say, it just says about us, we're just a group of, sisters who started this company, but you don't actually say your name, usually people can kind of find out. I don't know how that happens. People have a lot of free time in their hands. Maybe you mentioned it to somebody, maybe somebody posted it. It's pretty easy to do some research online. So I would just caution you as well on your personal feed on what you're actually posting. And that honestly, before you complain, that's just the price of wanting to run with the big national big box retailers, is trying to also, abide by all of those corporate rules. Now, the third thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to plan for it well in advance. So it is December right now when you're watching this video. I would start planning for a mid-year planner that you would like to get into Target, or possibly 2022. Now, you're going to have to obviously have a design, something unique, something hook, something ready to go that you can present to them to show them that you are a good fit, not only for their company, but also for their target audience, because they are trying to sell things and they are trying to look for different vendors and different retailers that are going to enhance their brand and also get people to come back into their stores. So a couple different planner companies. We're going to look today at Russell and Hazel. actually never heard of them. However, because they're in Target, I did hear of them, and they have their own website and they sell things on their site. You're going to have to also check into, every store is different, but usually you cannot sell the same things that you sell in Target on your website, or if you do, it has to be the same price or more. It can't be less. Otherwise, they're not really incentivized to hold your inventory. Now, not all contracts are like that, and everything can be negotiated, but usually if you're just starting out, you don't have that much room for negotiation because your main goal is really to get into Target and have them accept you as a supplier. The other thing to think about is packaging. So the packaging for retail is lighter and easier because people are going to be picking up your items. They're going to be leafing through it. So when we talk about those, I don't want to call them belly bands, but that's what we say in wedding invitations, but just little wraparound labels with your retail information, as well as a lot of selling points, because that's your copy when people pick up your item and they just see really quickly a couple bullet points on what's inside and why they should even purchase it, because sometimes they might pick it up and they might not even open it. I know, crazy, right? So you want to make sure you have all of that ready to go. And like I always say, covers are really important, but they're uber important when you're in a retail shop and your planner is sitting on the shelf right next to many planners, or worst case scenario, it's on the bottom shelf where people have to bend down and look at it. So you want to have something that looks really pretty and stands out and really makes somebody want to pick that up. So let's go ahead and look at the Target planners and see what they're offering. Got a little mini haul from Target. So they have a lot of Russell and Hazel products, which were super cute, even though I've never heard of this company before. These are all gold foiled, and I know what you're thinking, are they different? I think they are all different months inside of here. So this, I think, is 12 sheets. Let's see. Yeah, 12 sheets, 60 monthly stickers, 2,280 stickers, which I know you're like, that's so many, but some of these are itty bitty teeny tiny ones. So we have, oh, and it's like a little notepad. So we have January, February, March, April, etc. So all the stickers are exactly the same, except this top part, which has those different months on them. And then over here, we have a couple different designs. They're all from Russell and Hazel. So this one is a binder. I know what you're thinking. Is this a 8.5 by 11? It is not. It is 9 inches tall by about 7.5 inches wide. So it's odd shaped. I think this is, let's see, January through December, 3 bonus months, year at a glance. So it has pages already in it, but if you want to reuse it or add some extra pages, you'll have to cut them so that they fit correctly. So let's go ahead and just pull this off. If we can, there we go. So we have a sheet of stickers here in the front. We have really, really thin pages, which is fine. I guess that makes it lighter. So it starts with October, which is so 3 months ago. And so today is like the middle of December. So we have January, nice 2-page spread. Just like normal, you have the notes on the right, last month, the next month, and then you have a tracker at the bottom, which honestly is kind of hard to write in. However, because this opens up, you could take this out and write this on a flat surface and then drop it back in. So we have the weeks spread out in a horizontal spread on 2 pages. I'm definitely not a fan of this. Also, the dots on the right is a little odd that the dot is on the right, not the left, and I write really big. So these are always tough for me because I can't fit in the lines that are provided. So it just kind of does a rinse and repeat all throughout. And you can see here on the front, the tabs just say the months, and on the back, when I flip it over, it has it with numbers in case you like it that way. Pocket folder here and another on the back, and that's kind of it. Over here, we have a different layout. So now this can fit in an 8.5 by 11 binder, and these little holes are for it to slip inside. So you could kind of just add this to whatever binder that you have. We have the exact same look and feel. How's that? It's like deja vu, right? So here's what I love about monthly planners. I love that everything is just at a glance. However, what a lot of people do, and this has tried to do it too, is try to give you pages for notes. And it's just going to assume that you only need 2 pages for every month. So that just, for me, I'd rather have the pages at the end, or better yet, no pages at all. However, here it just keeps sticking those pages inside it. And so it just makes it bulky, I think, for no reason at all. But maybe because these pages are kind of thin, this way, because you have this note pages in between, it will, in theory, take up some of that ink bleed when you write on it. So that's this. And then the very last one is again, it's a weekly planner. This is pink with some rose gold on the front over here. Got a page of stickers. Again, these are color, so no gold foiling inside of there. We have the whole year at a glance. I do love, these are probably like my favorite sheets inside of any notebook that has ever existed. Dates to remember, so you have everything in the month. And then again, feels like deja vu, right? So they must have printed these, I'm gonna say in September. That's why we have October, November, and December included in all of these planners that we've seen so far. And then this looks exactly, oh, I shouldn't say that. It does not look exactly. It looks very similar. So the months look exactly the same. Oh, I keep saying that again. It's totally different. So you have a 2-page monthly spread. You have this to-do list. You have the tracker, reminders, important dates. So I think they have more space on this one. So they did change the design a little. So it's like a standard 8.5, a little bit larger than 8.5 by 11. Not quite a 9 by 11 or 9 by 12. The week is all on the left. So it's very similar to the Whitney English page on 1 week. We have goal of the week, we have notes, priorities next week. Tiny, again, these are just not enough space for me to write. We have this month and then we have next month. And so it looks like that is going to repeat for every month. Again, these pages are so thin. You can even, I don't know if you can see it, I can see the pages underneath and the lines. And then we go into February. So they have this cute thing. I do like what they've done where the tabs say the actual month on the front. And then on the back side, we have the numbers. So this kind of does a rinse and repeat all throughout. We have pocket folders over here. We have the back, and that's it. So the one thing you'll notice though about all these planners is none of them have a elastic strap. So I think the elastic strap must add some extra cost. And by not adding that, they're able to keep their costs really low for these. So as you saw, there's nothing super special about these planners. They're cute, they're black and white, they're not even all color. But the thing is, they are all at a very low price point. They're all about $10. So something to think about, especially these stickers, which are super cute and they're all gold foil, yet those are also under $10. So let me know if you have any questions below, but just to recap, you want to think about pricing. So you're priced at the same or about as the other retailers selling at that big box wherever it is, and I would physically go into the store to check on prices. The second thing is you're going to either have to change your product line or create a new one to fit with that new pricing point for that retailer that you're targeting. Apply on their site to become a supplier. You could also look on LinkedIn to see who is in charge of purchasing. And then you're going to also want to clean up your image so that you match all of the values that that retailer has, and just in general, make sure that there's nothing controversial on your website that would make somebody not want to partner with you as a supplier. All right, I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys on Saturday for an unboxing. Remember, if you would like to create your own planner, make sure to sign up for my free course, Planner 101. I will leave a link to that below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.